Hi, I'm Cami Oetman, coming to you from my home again. Even though the world is locked down due to COVID-19, Adventist World Radio continues to reach people in their homes, on their radios, and even on their cell phones. Many of you watched our Facebook Live cell phone evangelism training with Karen and Michael this weekend. Fantastic. And also our Dr. Leela's Health Talk. I love the title, How to Stay Out of the Hospital. Make sure you watch those, friends. Important information. And now let's hear from Dr. Dwayne McKee, our own president for Adventist World Radio, who is going to give us updates about what's going on around the world.
Thank you, Cami. I was just saying to Kathy the other day, what an exciting time to be alive. Wow, all these things happening around us, and we know surely Jesus is coming soon as we see prophecies being fulfilled. I was just reading here in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1. The first 4 verses talks about the violence. It talks about the injustice. It talks about conflict and killing, and etc. And then finally there's a climax, and God responds, and it says, look at the nations and watch, and be utterly astounded, for I am going to do something in your days that you would not even believe if you were told. God, He has your back. He sees all around the mountain all at the same time. I'd like to share a few things that we're doing, maybe 4 or 5, that we're doing right now with Adventist World Radio. We're broadcasting on 1,000 stations, but we've just decided to do something new. I'm not sure if you watched the video on Wisam Ali, but you may want to do that. He is our pastor, our contact there in the city of Nazareth, that's right, Israel, where Jesus grew up. You want to watch that video. It's exciting. He was telling us about the opportunity that we have to buy the top story of the building where we have our center there, and we can put in a radio station and a center for Adventist World Radio of evangelism, and we can reach all the countries around Israel, at least 4 countries. It is so exciting. God is doing something special. I said to Wisam, I said, are you sure we can get a license there? He smiles and said, half of the city of Nazareth, we're all Arabs. Half of the city, they're my tribe, and my cousin is the mayor. Sure, we'll get a license. If you go just a little ways from there, in the northern part of Iraq, is a group of people called the Kurds. The Kurds are open to the gospel right now. Some others have gone in and are having wonderful success in reaching the Kurds for Jesus. We too need a radio station, so we just voted to buy a radio station there in northern Iraq to reach all the Kurds area. Now another one. Let's go to North India. Sikkim, isn't that a funny name? That's the name of a state. It used to be a country, and North India, it reaches up to Nepal, it goes over to Tibet and over to Bhutan. We're going to buy and build and start a new center right there of evangelism, so we can prepare programs in Tibetan, we can for the Bhutanese, and we'll send God pods in and cell phone evangelism. We know this works because we already have a secret weapon. That's right. I won't tell you about her, but it's our secret weapon for Bhutan. We have 2 new churches in Bhutan right now. People are coming out to learn about Jesus. And then let's go to one more. Over in Paris, we just started with the division there and the union in Paris and Marseille to have a 24/7 DAB radio station to reach all the people in that area. Now let's move to China. We were going to start a center of evangelism in China. But that's not working out because of politics, and you understand. But now we're moving over to Thailand. You can go back and forth between Thailand and China quite easily if you live there in China. And so we're bringing over young adults and we're training them to do health evangelism in a Buddhist area, Chinese Buddhist area in Thailand. We've already had 7 requests for baptism. We expect it to just flourish, and as they go back to China, we have something to talk about right now. I just talked to a friend of mine. Actually, he's a pastor in China, and he's using his cell phone. He told me just the other day, he said, I'm reaching 35,000 people every time I preach one of the AWR sermons on my cell phone. Isn't that incredible? God has a plan. God has a plan that this work will be finished and Jesus will come soon. Won't you pray with me as we move forward in faith?